I'm going to put a little game on here. Maybe put the Bruins on. Islanders just scored. Give everyone here a second again to get in. Here comes everybody. What's going on? Flyers fan, what's up? Hi, everything with Price. What's up, Sports Huddle? Preston, Christopher, what's good? Hi, Bobby. Hi, Raul. Hi, Long John Horton. Braden, what's going on? Sean, Sosa, Ocho, and Mark. Alex, James, what's going on? Gennaro, what's up? All right. Just put on the Bruins Islanders game. Just got home a bit ago. Well, got home and then put my kids to bed, and now we're on here. What are my thoughts on Shohei Ohtani? He's awesome. Sure, Andrew, you can ask a question. You too, Robert. Dylan, what's up? Yes, 89 is good exit velo for a 14-year-old. Give me some juiced what'd you say, juiced baseballs, or you say juiced hitters? My favorite team is the Red Sox, but I really don't have a favorite team. I watch the Red Sox because they're our local team, but how's our 14-year-old team? Which 14-year-old team are you playing? We have two 14-year-old teams. We have a black team and a gold team. I don't throw a knuckleball. Hi, Mick and Nick. What do I think the zone is? As in like, oh, this guy's really in the zone, that type of zone? What team do you play for, Caleb? And I'll tell you who you're playing. Recent no-hitters? Well, there's a lot of no-hitters because it's really hard to hit now in the major leagues. Well, it's always been hard to hit, but in the zone for me is Southern Maine Riverbats, 14U Black. There you go. Our 14U Black team is good. I think we have 2 losses on the year, I think. So what is in the zone? For me, being in the zone is, well, I don't really call it in the zone, I guess. Well, I guess I might. I guess I'll call it locked in, but I just think being in the zone or locked in is, depending on your position, let's just say as a hitter. When I feel like I'm really locked in at the plate, I just feel like I feel really good about my mechanics. Like my timing feels good. I feel like I'm like in really good rhythm. And because of all of this, I start to feel really confident. It's just everything kind of coming together at once. Hey, EDG Disc Golf. I told you we were going to be on live on Saturday, I think. But we ended up getting rained out and it kind of changed our whole schedule. And we've got a fight going on right now. Here we go. If you can't beat them, might as well beat the hell out of them. My son is 11 and looking to play professionally next year. Here we go. Do you think his best route is sending him to the Dominican? Thanks in advance. Yeah, I think sending your son to the Dominican at any age is the right route. My son is 6. I sent him over there when he was 2, and he came back throwing 96. So always a good route to take, in my opinion. Send him to the Dominican, and they'll get him right. So, yep. Jeremy Gonzalez, thank you so much for the super chat, but it said your message was retracted. I don't even know what that means, Jeremy. But thank you very much for the super chat. How do we not get your message retracted? Hopefully you didn't give me the finger or something. Does 15U, 16U baseball really matter, or should I work on my skill? Well, I think your skill definitely matters. Hopefully your 15U, 16U team is working on your skill. If they're not, then that's not good. So I do think you need to work on your skill. I do think when it comes to playing in games, I think that the way to keep it as simple as possible is you want to play with the best players you can and against the best players you can. And so I do think like working on your skill outside of games is important, but you do have to you have to be able to compete in a game. You have to be able to take the skill that you've acquired maybe outside of games and practices and then put them to work in the game, right? Like there's a lot of players that are good practice players but can't play the game. And so typically the better your skills are, the more easily or the more successful you should be in a game, but that's not always the case. You do have to work at it in the game. So I don't know if that makes sense. I never played in Bakersfield. I got called up right before we played in Bakersfield. Best way to field a hot shot ground ball. Well, I think the first thing is when you get a rocket hit at you, I think about playing low. So I want to play as low as possible, right? I don't want to play high and stab down on the ball. I want to get low. So I feel like I want to get low and be relaxed. I don't want to get tight like this and become a goalie. Some kids just become like a goalie and just say, oh, I hope the ball hits me and stays in front of me. Like play low, be loose, and let your hands, work. That would be like my probably the best advice I could give you. Tom August, thank you so much for the super chat. Hey Matt, your camp for summer, can my 7-year-old go? Yeah, so our camp is 8 to 14. The way I've had some people that are 7 asking about this. The way I've basically said it is, if your son is 7, but you feel like they can catch a ball and like they'll be able to play with 8-year-olds, then I'm allowing those kids to go. Like my son is 6.5, and he's pretty good at catching and throwing and hitting and stuff. So I'm probably going to let him go in with the 8-year-olds. So I'll let you determine if, the reason I did 8 is because, I've seen my son's teams, they're 6 and 7-year-olds, and there's some kids out there that like can't even catch a ball if you literally put it in their glove. You put it in their glove and they go, oop, and they drop it. And you put it back in the glove and they go, oop, and they drop it. Like that wouldn't be a great, I don't think the camp would be a great spot for those kids. So that's why we started at 8, but you need me on the Pirates? I'm ready to go, Ben. Sign me up. Oh, yeah, hit that thumb up. Yeah, let's get that. Let's smash that like button. Is that still a popular saying? Smash the like button? I hear a lot of people say that on YouTube. I'm not really sure if that's like the right thing to say. But sliding into first, yes or no? So I would generally say no sliding in the first. However, if there is a throw that you read, so you're running and you read the throw is going to be high, well then it's going to take the first baseman up off the bag. They're going to try to jump and catch it and then tag you. On that play, you can slide to miss the tag. So I will say yes on that. But just running and just sliding into the bag to beat the throw on a throw that's on the bag, I would not suggest that. All right. Thabil, is that how you say that? Thabil? You discover the channel today and got alive. That's nice right there. Pirates could use you on the Rangers. I'm ready for the Rangers too. Have I ever been afraid of a pitcher with high velocity? I will honestly say I don't ever remember a time that I got in the batter's box afraid of velocity. So at least I can't remember. Now, I will say that Hector Arias hit me when I was 11 years old, and I cried. I remember he hit me in the ankle. I have this game on television. It was on local television, so I have it actually on a VHS, what do you call it, a cassette? I don't know. My dad actually has it at his house, but Hector Arias threw really hard. I was 11 years old. I jumped up to get over the ball. He threw it at my feet. I jumped, it hit me in the ankle, and I cried on the field. So I was not afraid of his velocity. I just cried because it hurt really bad when it hit me in the ankle bone. You made your high school team as an 8th grader? Congratulations. You were invited to a PG tryout. Is it worth it? I guess it depends on what PG tryout. So sometimes everyone gets invited to certain tryouts, and some tryouts are really actually invite only. So I'd have to really look it up. Most wanted position? Well, I think people want all positions, but I would say that people are always looking for pitching. Should I teach my 11-year-old how to hit a curveball? So at 11 years old, we do a little bit of work hitting off-speed pitches. I coach our 11-year-old team, so I'll be honest. We really we haven't seen many curveballs this year. You'll run into one every once in a while. I will say that the best pitcher on our 11-year-old team, I don't want to say the best pitcher because we have a lot of good pitchers. One of the better pitchers on our team throws a nasty curveball that nobody can touch. And so, we have a hack attack machine. We'll put it on and we'll put curveballs on. Again, don't do it a ton with our 11s, but we do it. What's a good velo for a freshman off the mound? I would say if you're a freshman and you're throwing in the high 70s, that's probably pretty good velo for a freshman. If you're throwing in the 80s, then you've got a really good arm. They can fix baseball by moving the fences back 20 feet. Why? There's already not enough hitting. So, are you saying if they move the fences back 20 feet, people won't try to hit as many home runs? Is that what you're saying? EDG Disc Golf. Thank you again for Super Chat. Hey, Matt, my 19-year-old throws gas. I mean, straight octane. He plays in house. He plays in-house, like he plays in your house, or he plays like in-house, like local ball? What's his chances of starting for the Twins? The Twins, they're having a down year this year, so, I mean, maybe. I'd probably check in with the Pirates first, give the Pirates a call, see if they'll sign him. I called last week about my 6-year-old son and trying to get him a 14-day tryout. So he's almost 4 feet tall. It seems like they said basically needs to be, it's like riding at the amusement park. When you go on a roller coaster, you need to be this high. That's the tryout form for the Pirates. So if he's this high, they're going to give him a shot. So we're going to bring him down to Pittsburgh next week, see if he passes that height test. Let's see. Stealing home, for it or against it? That sounds like we should have a TV show. For it or against it? Stealing home in the big leagues, I mean, it's very hard to do. So I'm for it if you can do it, but it's very hard. You have to be very fast. It has to be the right situation. You have to find, a pitcher that's very slow to the plate, that's typically going from the full windup. Typically a lefty. Your friend plays for our team? All right. An update on my return to the MLB. Well, I'm still sitting on my sofa making YouTube videos, so haven't returned yet. If I can't play travel ball, how can I get recognized by college coaches or improve myself at home? Well, I will say it's not all about travel ball. There's plenty of players that play at a high level that don't play travel ball. So how do you get recognized by college coaches? You're going to have to be proactive. You're going to have to make some type of, it would start with a recruiting video and then emailing, researching schools. And so there's a lot of work. If you go to our YouTube channel, which are on right now, when we're done with this, go to the playlist on our Antonelli Baseball channel, and then go to recruiting. And I have a ton of videos on the exact steps that you should take to get recruited. So go watch those tonight as